Hey, Cooper. Oh, hey, future Coop. So, what you doing?
Oh, I'm just watching this video. This guy's like talking to this future version of himself. It's so stupid.
Oh, yeah. That sounds so stupid. So what happened to all the other stuff you were gonna do, though?
What stuff?
Well, you came in here like an hour ago, and you were getting your shoes to go on a run, and then you had that video to edit and the phone calls.
right.
You remember that?
I mean, it's getting kind of late. Gosh, where's the time
Yeah.
gone?
I mean, you did come in here over an hour ago, so you could have been just about finished that video by now. But it's whatever.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right, you're
Yeah,
right. I should just...
Okay.
So what?
Well, I mean, you got us now, so why don't you...
Yeah. I should just go. I'll just go. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, it's okay.
No.
Okay.
Good. Well, I can't walk in the frame because then it's like, I like disappear.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So you,
All right.
you should
Well,
leave. Go on that run, and then I'll leave.
I'm happy. I'm
So
rooting
it's
for you,
more
okay?
cohesive.
I'm literally you, so
Okay.
don't disappoint me.
Okay. Cool.
We've all been there before. Too many times. And at a point, enough is enough. Time is the only thing that I can't get back. You know, you can always make more money and you can always make more friends or whatever, but you can't make more time. So, how can I get to a place where I'm not wasting my time? Let's find out. Oh, okay. First things first is realizing why I'm wasting my time. For me personally, it might be different for you, but when I'm wasting my time, it's because I'm putting off something that I know I need to do because it seems too complex or it seems too daunting. We kind of build up this resistance to doing the thing that we know we have to do. For example, going on the run. Maybe you don't want to go on the run, you know, it's not that appealing. We build up this resistance and that's why we find ourselves scrolling on our phone, watching videos whenever we want to be going on the run and doing all the other things that we had planned for the day. So, let's get into it. The first thing that we need to do is track our time. Peter Drucker has a quote where he says, "What gets measured can be managed." And this is basically saying, if you don't track your time, you're not going to know you're wasting your time. So, spend a week tracking your time. A great resource for this, of course, your phone tracks your screen time, so it shows you how much time you're spending on each app. Take a deep breath and have a very humbling experience by checking that out. If you work from 9 to 5, don't put down 9 to 5 work. Break it down into each task that you performed. So say for 2 hours you were doing like accounting or something, and then for the next hour you were making phone calls to old customers, etc. Because later we're going to go back and analyze each of these things, and the more precise you are, then the easier it's going to be to look at each task you performed and critique it. I would argue the more detail the better, without going too overboard. Because if you spend too much time on tracking your time, then that's a way to waste your time. So, yeah, we're coming full circle here. So after we've tracked our time, then we can start to analyze the activities and ultimately cut out the fat. When we're analyzing, we need to be like a hawk. After we've measured how we're spending our time, and we can see which activity is getting how much of our attention, we need to then analyze, okay, which activity can I cut out and which activity should I double down on? We need to clarify the distinction between effective and efficient. So effective work is doing something that's taking you closer to your goal. And then efficient is any work, whether important or not, that is done in an economical manner. So for an example, say you're studying for a test and you create this Excel worksheet. So it takes you about 20 minutes to write the whole thing up. That's effective. And the next effective step would be to study it so you could better prepare for the test. Efficient work would be you spend an hour color coding it and making it just look all nice. You put all the bells and whistles on it and you do it fast, right? It would be efficient and you would feel like you accomplished something, but it's very ineffective. It doesn't bring you any closer to your goal. And that's when we need to be critical with our time. A way to find if a task is effective versus efficient, ask yourself this: if this is the only thing I accomplish today, will I be satisfied with my day? Something else to touch on here about effectiveness is Pareto's Law, or the 80-20 rule. He theorized that 80% of wealth is produced and possessed by 20% of the population. But after further analyzation, it was realized that this law applies to everything. 80% of our results in our personal growth or in our career or whatever it may be come from 20% of our efforts. We can utilize this principle by asking ourselves, what are the 20% of sources that are wasting 80% of my time? So for me, it's generally been using my phone or sleeping in. So by cutting these two things out, I'm able to get back 80% of my time. Find the activities that are taking the most time and they aren't effective and cut them out. And you need to be very critical to find the activities that are efficient and they make you feel like you're doing a lot, but it's not bringing you towards your goals, and cut those out as well and really focus on the effective work. One more law that's important to talk about, or theory, is Parkinson's law. And this states that a task will grow bigger in perceived importance and complexity in proportion to the amount of time allotted to it. So this is the importance of deadlines. Whenever we give ourselves, 1 day to complete a task, or we give ourselves 2 hours to complete this task, it really makes us focus, and we shift from thinking about how complex it is and all the different intricacies of it to honing in on execution and completion. And we focus on the essentials, and we don't waste any time on the bells and whistles, like color coding the whole formula sheet that we made. So set deadlines for yourself that push your boundaries and they make you just focus on completion. You need to set up your environment for success. So if you're spending 2, 3, 4, 5 hours on these apps on your phone, delete the apps. It's really simple, actually. It's harder to maintain it than it is to do it, of course, but give it your best shot. And if you re-download them, well, then come back to this video and get yourself to delete them again, because it's going to take time, it's going to take practice, and you're not going to be perfect at it, right off the jump. So if it's apps, delete the apps. If it's video games, put your console in a drawer and don't touch it. And if, say, you want to go on a run every morning when you wake up, then set yourself up for success by sleeping in your running gear. You just turn over and first things first, just put the shoes on and start running, basically. One more thing I want to touch on is embracing boredom. If you cut out all the time you spend on your phone and video games, watching television, or whatever other activities, you're going to find yourself being way more bored way more often. And this is an excellent sign. I'll just speak for myself. I use these activities to kind of fill a void, fill the space of I don't know what to do with myself, which is boredom. But we get bored for a reason. It's like our mind saying, hey, let's do something, let's figure something out, let's get moving, let's make something happen. And usually when we get bored, we would jump to those activities. So we would scroll on our phone, watch a video, watch a movie, play video games. When we cut those out, now we're kind of just sitting here like, what do I do? If you sit in boredom long enough, then your brain starts to be more creative than it was in the past. It starts to look for new ideas and explore new thoughts that you haven't thought before, haven't thought in a long time, or who knows. But boredom is ultimately a catalyst for creativity. You're gonna figure something else out to do that's gonna give you some excitement, or that's gonna give you something. So when boredom comes, embrace it and try not to jump into the old desires of whatever it was that was taking up so much of your time. Time is the most valuable resource, right? And if we don't manage it properly, then before we know it, we'll have used all of it up on things that we didn't really care about. And I don't know about you, but that's not particularly what I want. So let's stop wasting time and let's figure out how to leverage our time way more efficiently and effectively to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish and become the people we want to become. 'Cause that's what it's all about, right? Like, I hope you enjoyed this, and I really hope that you were able to take something from it. And if you were, don't just listen to it with deaf ears. Actually apply it to your life. And if you do, I would love if you'd let me know in the comments. And if you have any other ways to manage your time better, add them in the comments as well, and hopefully give to someone else out there. Peace! I'm gonna go manage my time properly and start editing this video. So, thanks for checking in. I'll see you next time.